All right, we take you live now to our Abuja studios where Gloria Umezoke is standing by. Hi, Gloria.
Hello, Jama. Good to see you once again. Now news from Abuja. The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, is set to intensively pursue the enactment of a new Broadcasting Act that will strictly govern the transmission and reception of television signals in the post-era to commence in Nigeria by January 2015. The new law will empower 3 major signal distributors to be derived from 2 independent distributors licensed through an open bid and an independent body that will be gotten from the present National Television Authority to power the digitization process. The Director General of the Commission, Mr. Emeka Mba, told broadcasters at a sensitization summit in Abuja that only a strong legal backing will ensure Nigeria gets it right in 2015.
The tales of digitization have been on in Nigeria for several years, and deadline for transition from analog to digital terrestrial transmission has been postponed several times in the past few years. This time, however, the Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission says Nigeria must hit the January 2015 mark, and all efforts are on to get appropriate legal backing.
Substantially, parts of our existing legal framework can enable us and does enable us to make the steps, to take the steps that we're currently taking. But we have taken the advice of so many people over the last couple of months. We have started engagement with the National Assembly.
There is a new broadcasting law coming into place governing how we transmit and receive television signals from 2015. Digital switch over.
For digitization to become reality in Nigeria, however, many deliverables must yet be put in place before the second quarter of 2014, key among which are regulatory frameworks, content funding, distribution, and viewers' access to terrestrial transmission.
The NTA should be broken up into 2 component parts to provide the backbone for a signal distributor and a broadcaster. That 3 signal distributors are approved by government, and these include the independent broadcast signal distributor that is to be born out of the existing NTA, and 2 others to be licensed through public open bid latest March 2014. That's our own recommendation, that all 3 should go simultaneously.
As the journey to digitization intensifies, Channels Television is certified ready for the new era. The National Broadcasting Commission has given the organization license for terrestrial transmission until 2016, setting Channels Television well ahead of others.
They've completed their documentation. They are on the blue lines with NBC. It probably implies that there are still very many who have not been called here that are still in the red line.
No doubt, digitization for Nigeria is an uphill task, one which industry watchers say can be realized with collaborative and sustained efforts.
An Ilorin High Court, presided over by Justice Suleiman Kawu, has failed to grant an injunction stopping the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission, KWASEC, from conducting election into the remaining 15 local government elections in Kwara State, as requested by All Progressives Congress, APC. Defendants in the suit include KWASEC, People's Democratic Party, Labour Party, People's Democratic Movement, and Independent Democrats. The judge, while ruling on the case, says the applicants have failed to satisfy the court and dismissed the case. Delivering the judgment that lasted nearly an hour, Justice Suleiman Kawu ruled that all the basic factors that ought to be satisfied in the applications were not satisfied, whereas on the other side, the balance of convenience is heavily on the side of KWASEC, as well as PDP. He stressed that the party had refused to act promptly, having been served notice of election by KWASEC since May this year, and considered the suit as lacking in merit and dismissed the application. And with the court clearing the way for the local government election in Kwara State, all appears set now for the exercise tomorrow, October the 26th. The chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission says the commission is ready to conduct credible, reliable, and transparent council election.
of the 15 local government areas in Kwara State will be filing out tomorrow for the election of men and women that will run the third tier of government in the state. The attempt by the All Progressives Congress to stop the elections was thwarted by a court judgment today. The chairman of the Kwara Independent Electoral Commission is upbeat about the arrangements for the polls.
Only 3 political parties, namely Labour Party, People's Democratic Party, and Social Democratic Party, submitted forms, collected and submitted duly completed forms as at the close of the time schedule.
Even the police say that they are ready for the election and will not tolerate any breach of peace in the state.
Everyone taking in more policemen from outside the state. Now there's 3,000 policemen to join us. We'll be ready to go around the whole state, patrol and make sure that all goes well.
The political parties are not left out of the preparation, and even though there are rumors that the PDP doesn't have candidates for the polls, the party says it's ready for the race.
The chairman deemed it fit, according to the procedure that guides primary. They send in people from Abuja, the people that will supervise our primary. So they send in these people, the following people, that is from the national headquarters.
Unfortunately, this is a contest, and it's going to remain a contest between the PDP and the PDP. It is not a contest to test the popularity of political parties in the state, but an election that is going to be conducted purely for the PDP.
APC, believed to have withdrawn from the polls, had asked the court to restrain the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission from conducting the elections, saying it is an illegality.
Labour Party candidate in the November 16 Anambra State governorship elections, Mr. Ifeanyi Ubah, has asked the state government to produce audited report of the state accounts for the year 2012. Mr. Ubah told Anambra citizens in Lagos that if voted into power, his government will aggressively industrialize the state and ensure accountability.
The train is moving. The momentum is gathering. The mission is to get every Anambra citizen everywhere to embrace and own the process of reshaping the system of governance in the state. That's the message from the Labour Party candidate, Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, who is here in Lagos to address Anambarians and friends. Many have asked a question: why the decision to venture into politics?
One of the big problems we have in Anambra State is local government election, which has not been conducted in the last 7.5 years. If the president visits Jigawa for a state visit, you will see the president launching so many projects. This is a state that has been generating between 250 and 300 million naira in the last 7.5 years as our IGR, international revenue.
In Anambra State today, there is no water. Not anywhere. Running water. Very basic, very elementary, very common. And yet we talk about government that they do so well.
He's not just bothered about the level of neglect of the enterprising status of citizens of the state. Here's what he wants to do in addition to other things in his manifesto.
Anambra State is to create 2 types of government. One is administrative government, one will be business government. We are going to use technology to fight crime. Push a button and we are on with the whole community. So, before somebody can knock in your vehicle or will knock in your gate, you are already on with your community. We are going to conduct local government election within 90 days if elected.
The entire process of stepping out to contest in the race is galvanized by the set promise the incumbent made to late Ikemba Nnewi Odumegwu. that an Nnewi indigene will be supported after the tenor, and these witnesses echoed it. Dr. Ubah is optimistic that support received so far is an indication that change is imminent and that change will be propelled by him.
Meanwhile, the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress in the Anambra State governorship election, Senator Chris Ngige, is doing all he can to win the hearts of the voters in the state. He is getting more support and endorsement from individuals and groups, including traditional rulers, as he continues his campaign tour of communities in the state. Senator Ngige visited Nanka, Echeda, Enugu, and Obosi to seek the votes of the electorate in the November 16 governorship poll.
Accompanied by senior officials of the party and delegates from the United States Embassy in Nigeria, Senator Ngige made his way to Ostika Memorial College in Nanka, Orumba North, where a funeral reception was being held for the late mother of the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Awka. The APC governorship candidate then proceeded to address party supporters at the town square.
Bring members of your family, because APC card will guarantee you a lot of things when we form government in this state. You will be entitled to free medical treatment.
The distinguished senator, Dr. Chris Ngige, has been tested before. And as far as I'm concerned, I prefer to go with somebody that has been tested before and trusted.
From Nanka to the palace of His Royal Majesty Charles Ezudogu, the Igwe of Ichida in Anyocha local government area. Senator Ngige got endorsements from the monarch and his council of chiefs.
When we do our part, sir, we request you to please reciprocate with more benefit dividends to us.
The road leading to the Obosi Mini Stadium was almost impassable. A mammoth crowd occupied every little space just to catch a glimpse of the APC candidate. Senator Ngige was in the community to felicitate with the people on the occasion of the Ofala festival.
And that's it from the nation's capital. Over now to you, Ijoma.
Okay, thanks a lot, Gloria, all the way from Abuja.